Good evening, one person. Good evening, two people. Good evening, three people. Good evening, Carrie Wright, my dear. Good evening, Carrie Wright, my dear. Good evening, Jim Ryman, who is watching. Good evening, five people. It's the live broadcast of Paint by Monster coming to you live from high above Muncie, Indiana. Scotty Schreier says, what's up, my monster? Well, tonight, Scotty Schreier, we are going to talk about figure drawing. Figure drawing. This is one of my heroes of figure drawing right here. This is a guy named Frank Frazetta. We're not going to look at a bunch of his stuff this evening, but we're going to look at some of it. Let's see. I got some other stuff for us this evening. I got, let's see. Bum, 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 bum. This is some of Frazetta's work. This is from an old comics journal. This is his oil painting. Look at his figural work. You can see how, in his color choices, he knows where the light hits the form, and he knows where the shadow hits the form. And here, good evening, Daniel Lakes, who is watching. This is the work of Frank Frazetta. Frank Frazetta. And he's sort of a fantasy artist, but I was just explaining to the boys and girls, good evening, 7 people who are here. He understands the difference when the light hits the form. MacVac, could you mind backing that off just a little bit? Thanks. Bum, 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 bum. This guy knows that where the light hits the form here, that the light tends to bleach color out, even though, boy, these little subtleties in the passages of color where he's getting warms here, and then he's chosen here in this piece to have his shadows come out of a cool area, which is so nice. It's part of the, in painting, in drawing, understanding of form language. Tonight, on Paint by Monster, we're going to talk about form language. We're going to work on this some more. I put some time in today on that. MacVac, give me the big shot. Bum, 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 bum. I put a little bit of time in before we got together today. Good evening, 5 of you. On this piece of Zeuxis. Remember, boys and girls, here on Paint by Monster, I am on a mission. It is a monster mission. My mission, boys and girls, is to kill you deader than a doornail. I'm trying to kill you by laughter. I want you to laugh yourself to death. That's what I want. Yeah. Aaron Ogre Torrance says, man, I grew up with Frazetta's work. Really got me into fantasy mode. Brother, me too. Let me tell you. I dig Frazetta. Man, I dig his work a lot. Good evening, everyone. Run the opener, MacVac. Run it. Bum, 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 bum. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Paint by Monster with me, your host, Easel Monster. It's our little art show where I tell you big monster ideas, draw you some drawings, hopefully tell you some jokes. We'll see how that goes. And look at your comments, talk about those. If the robots hold out. You never know. Also, we'll probably have a visit with Commander Penny later on. I don't know. Charlotte Mary D'Souza is watching. Boys and girls, you know what that means. If Charlotte Marion D'Souza is watching. By the way, Charlotte, we're talking about, I loved all of the drawings that I saw you show your mom today. Good evening, Christy. I love all of you. You D'Souza, I'm telling you what, you D'Souzas. Good evening, Roberta Gardner. Yeah, listen up, MacVac. Let's get up and out of here and let's go make some art, shall we? It's Tuesday, June the 16th. Let's run it. Pow. All right, let's go through our pre-launch checklist, boys and girls. Mr. Penny. Nice and smooth, MacVac. Commander Penny, please take your resting station behind me here on the bridge. Boys and girls, we have reached altitude. Let's get ready to make some art, shall we? Join me now into the realm of Paint by Monster, boys and girls. Here we go. All right, boys and girls, so, like I said earlier, I put in a little bit more work on this. And this is, for those of you who are just joining us and playing our at-home version of the game, this is Zeuxis, a 5th century painter. I did this yesterday evening, who is said to have died laughing at the humorous way that he painted the goddess Aphrodite. After the old woman who commissioned the portrait. So here she is in all of her alluring sexuality. And here is Zeuxis laying on the floor. Give me that tight shot, MacVac. And, I was thinking when you die laughing, boys and girls, it is a death by asphyxiation. So you stop being able to breathe. You can't quite catch your breath anymore. That's the fun of all of that that's happening. It's, I like maybe he's gassing up there. He's going to turn all kinds of color. Yeah. All right. That's nice. Anyway, so I thought I'd draw, sort of an old man dying by laughing himself to death. What would that look like? It looks like this. Da-da-dun-da-da-da-da. Christy D'Souza says, Jeremy Tremble sends his love. Patrick Fish says, how the hell did you do that cat trick? MacVac, this is nice and all, but I think maybe sometimes the boys and girls want to hear some music. Hey, I know. How about a polka? Give me a polka. Yeah, that's nice. All right. Welcome to Paint by Monster with me, your host, Easel Monster. Now, his butt cheeks back here. I need the butt cheeks. I don't know about you, boys and girls, when you paint butt cheeks, but that's where the light can get in, and the darkness can get out. That's where it all happens. That's the factory of it, right there. 15 of you. Patrick Fish says your audio went really dim. Mike Darnall is watching. I'm really sorry to hear all of that. I hope you can hear me now. MacVac, give me the big shot, would you please? 16 of you are watching. Bum, 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 bum. This is, yeah, that's great. So, I like the idea that this old fella right here would just lose himself to the moment and die laughing. That's what's going on. This dude right here, he's not going to make it. And I think maybe Oh, you know what? Oh, I think maybe I blew it just now. Because, boys and girls, oh, give me that paper towel. Paper towel. 16 of you were watching. I just made a mistake. Here's the mistake I made. That's not horrible. But I think maybe if you die by asphyxiation, maybe your tongue turns a little bit blue. Maybe. I probably just ruined it. I'm not sure. I've never seen anybody die of asphyxiation. Not really. I think maybe that's all right. All right. So he needs to have a little bit of gray in his hair here. He's a painter. He was an older dude. Zeuxis. He was Greek. Here he is, laying on the floor. You're watching Paint by Monster. It's a little art departure, 6 days a week. That's what's happening. It's a party. It's an art chat. It's an intermediate art chat. That's what's happening. Bum, bum, bum. Patrick Fish says the audio is better. That's so good to hear. I'm glad you know that. Man, I need better audio. I'm telling you. All right. You have to wonder. He's a Greek, so did they paint their brushes? Did their brush handles have color? I don't know. But I'm telling the joke in the modern day, so I'm going to paint it the way that you would understand the joke. Like, you know, I'll give it this color. I'll give it one of these colors right here. Now, let's see. Oh, I should have had some more water. Anyway, I think maybe I want a little bit of shadow on the floor back here. If I can get to an idea of shadow. We'll see. I'm using watercolors. I'm using a brush that has water on the inside. Say Steve West is watching. Lord D'Souza is watching. It's a party full of monster artists. Monster artists. They're here. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, all right. I believe this. I believe he's he's given himself. There it is. That's pretty nice. I don't know why I made him naked. I just imagined him painting naked. It seemed funny. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Why? How are you doing this evening? I am where Patrick Fish says he bets that he and I are the only two monsters currently not wearing pants. That makes one of us, and only one of us, because sometimes on the ship, the sparks fly on the ship. You don't want to drive the ship with no pants on, brother. That's like frying bacon with nothing on. That's not a good idea. That's just not a good idea. Not good. Don't do it. 20 people are watching. Oh my, he laughed his toga off. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Lord D'Souza. All right. Some of this. That's good. Come on. Come on. That's a paintbrush. Lynn Weitzel is watching, and she's laughing. Yeah, this is Zeuxis. He died laughing. Because that's how he went out. Boys and girls, I gotta tell you. Oh, I want some of this. This is my goal here on Paint by Monster. I want you dead. You heard me. I'm trying to kill you. Boys and girls, I'm trying to kill you with laughter. Stick around. Coming. We got a ways to go yet, but I believe with a little bit of work we can make it. I see all of your wonderful comments, some of them, not all of them. I just lied to you. Get used to that. I'm gonna lie to you once in a while. That's pretty good. Now I'm not sure why, but this Z up here in Zeuxis, this has to be some kind of yellow. I don't know why. Probably because her eyeshadow is purple. I don't know, but here goes. It's not really yellow. It's really ugly, sort of a mustardy green, but that's okay. Yeah. All right. Here is the first, boys and girls. And oh, you know what? I should put some background in here. Oh, well. Yeah, okay, all right. All right. Something sultry. I don't know. I don't know. All right, come on. Are you a man or a monster? Put some color down. Do it. Just do it. You know you want to. Get that other brush in there. Stagehand, give me a hand. Thank you. Just slop it in there. There you go. There you go. That's not going to hurt anything. That's right. Get it in there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Patrick Fish says, is that cloud coming from her furry armpit? The answer is yes. Yes. Yes, it is. On purpose, armpit. Air distortion from her armpit. You know what that means. You know what it means. You've seen it. Come on. Come on. Bump, bump. All right. That's nice. I signed this. Roberta Gardner is just taken with that. Yeah. Lynette Waters Weissel says, can you smell that smell? She's Greek. She smells Greek. Opa! Opa! That's right, Commander Penny. Is she alluring? How would you know? You're a cat. Cats don't have any idea what human alluringness looks like, do they? You don't really deal in those. You don't traffic in those ideas at all, do you? That's all right. I understand. I understand. Come on. It's Paint by Monster on June 16th. It's Tuesday night. And Penny is unamused, says Charlotte Marion D'Souza. She's absolutely right. Charlotte, your drawings today were just great. I'm not going to play show and tell with them this evening, but I love those. Let's see. Hey, MacVac, give me different music, would you? Give me different music. And turn it down. Thanks. Also, give me something, I don't know. This is nice and all, but can I have anything different? Please. Okay, that's nice. Patrick Fish says, the cat resizes a bit, still baffled how you do this so well live. Brother, stay tuned. Just stay tuned. There's so, you just... Now look here. This guy, look at this guy's work, all right? Why are we looking at this? Well, because this is a guy who has a form language for the whole figure, okay? This guy has an amazing form language. This is Frank Frazetta. Here, look at this. What do I mean when I say form language? Well, all right, I mean this. Oh, I also brought with me, hang on, just leave this on the screen. This is good. I don't want to destroy, oh, here's one. You've probably seen this one. Look at this guy. This is a black and white of a painting. Look at that. Man. It's this oil painting. You're looking at a black and white print reproduction of an oil painting of the work of Frank Frazetta. Here's some of his little doodles over here in the other corner. You know? And part of the reason why I'm looking at these things this evening is because nudes, and just like that, viewership source. Well, listen, here's what's important about this. It's not the fact that they're nude necessarily, but if you're going to understand the structure of the clothes that you're putting on top of the forms, you need to understand the forms that you're drawing. Here's a dude named Bridgman. George Bridgman is his complete guide to drawing from life. Okay? This guy goes through how you construct a form. And part of the reason why that's important is because studying how a human figure is put together, I believe, boys and girls, is the top of the discipline of drawing. If you're going to learn how to draw, you need to understand, I think, how the human form is connected together. Right? I think. So, it's one thing when you start drawing to be able to, sure, you'll work as a piece of paper. It's one thing to have an idea of how you draw a human head. Some people will start with a cube. Some people will always draw the head straight on. Can I have the close shot, matter of fact, please? Ba-bum-bum. All right. Some people will start a human head like this. But when you draw from life, one of the things you start learning is there's a relationship, boys and girls, between the shoulders, the main line of action of the figure, and the tilt of the hips. There's a relationship between those things. Give me the big shot again. Yeah. If the chest cavity is tilted this way and the shoulder line is tilted out like this, all right, here's his arms. If you understand the shape of the arm and the muscles that make this stuff up, right? Here's we'll bend his hand down. There, right? There's a thumb, something like that. Right. If you understand that his shoulders are bent like this, then you're going to look for his hips to be tilted in the opposite direction. Because there's a rhythm to the figure. There's a rhythm. And drawing from life, boys and girls, will teach you to look for those rhythms. What's going on down here with him? Christy D'Souza says, how to draw comics the Marvel way. Well, yes and no, Christy, and here's why the no part. I am talking about actually putting in some time drawing from life. It's okay to have these sorts of things as references, as guides. It is so helpful so that you can learn how to draw from life. But if you are just always drawing what other people have drawn, and it's important to do that, but drawing the Marvel way is as fine as, like, go through that book. But there is no substitute for drawing from life. There's just no substitute. Patrick Fish says it's Helper from the Venture Brothers. This guy, he's so good, man. This guy breaks the whole body down into a machine. Really? How do things work? Patrick Fish says how to draw things the Marvel way, steal other people's ideas. Brother, that's a whole different show. Jack Kirby, Tom Spurgeon, you just look into those people. See what's going on with those people. We don't have to talk about that here. This is Paint by Monster. My goodness, we are already coming up on a half an hour. How can that possibly be? You heard me. Possibly be. Who talks like that? Right. All right. Gary Rice says, I was amazed the first time I did live figure drawing to actually capture the form. Yeah. Well, and look, if how you know how to draw the figure is basically one of these, a gumdrop here, and a gumdrop here, and a gumdrop here, and some long pieces of licorice like this, and a couple of gumdrops here. you will draw more convincing battle-ready gumdrop people if you do some figure drawing first. Oh, or, I don't mean first. I mean in addition to the drawing that you are doing. So let's see. You know what? Also, let's turn this guy into a robot. Because why not? Sure. Thank you, stagehand. Thank you very much. Why not some of this? Yeah, that's pretty good. And some of this. Yeah, I believe that. That's not bad. All right. Some of this. Yeah, good. That's nice. I don't know. Yeah, all right. That's not too bad. I believe that. What else? Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-bum, bum. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. So just because I'm turning this into a robot kind of a thing, I'm not sure what this is really. Doesn't matter. Because I'm making art. Go make some art. Nice to have all of you with me this evening. Figure drawing from life. In my town, there's a drawing class on a Sunday evening. You can go draw life. I think it's 18 and over. There's 17 people watching. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. I think I'll make his little just fists. His little fists. Charlotte Marion D'Souza says, I was extremely hesitant about drawing Omega for the first time, but after I was finished, I was blown away myself at Ho, and then I'm lost. I believe it. Charlotte has the chops, boys and girls. She's got the chops. Chops. Man. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Some of this. I'll just give him that little tiny fist right there. Yeah, that's good. Some of this. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, okay. And maybe a couple of bumps on this wrist pad, because why not? Wrist pad bumps. Part of the thing, Scotty Schreier, if the Schreier boys are watching, I've said this before. One of the cool things about inking with a number 2 watercolor brush and ink is a lot of this stuff you can just make up. Yeah, all right. Oh, don't took that. Give me a close shot, Matt Fact. Making progress, lean into the process, understand me not it. Clinking like lying, no rude boy not trying. More homage, I drive it, you been there, I find it. Soothing to the soul, jazz, blues, and roots. Bring it in my big boots, say they each get to move. Be here, win or lose, got nothing left to do. If you're feeling nothing to do, then everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air.
slither with dripping cola, but if ripping ain't tight and a little more depth is eminent, I am sure. Only more right I like than the venom that they recite. If it was in it, then they would bite. I've been trying to reach the light. That's what they told me, sight, give me more power to write. If you're feeling it, what you like, then everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Reach now, stomping your feet now, dead cannot sleep now, running in the streets now, flooded with people. One love you was speaking, by Marley was teaching me. Once he touched me hard, some other they tell me I'm dumb and I'm loving it. I'm asking one question, why can I make this music to give? That's got me feeling motivated, so you can call me anything but stupid. Me God, me go, me hard, me lord, me guard. Later, me go, got too much weight on my shoulders, weight on my shoulders, weight on my shoulders, weight on my shoulders. There's nothing I would rather do than spit a reggae to you. If you're feeling this much, if you're feeling this much, then everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air.
Well, obviously, boys and girls, I was paying attention to what I was doing and not really watching your comments. Yeah.
So many people will tell you no, and you need to find something you believe in so hard that you just smile and tell them, watch me. Learn to take rejection as motivation to prove people wrong. Be unstoppable. Refuse to give up, no matter what. Yeah. Alright, hey. Everybody ever crosses in here, mama. So don't you ever think say you don't wanna. So for me tell you where I go out with the next man. You're surprised in your own film situation. Fire on negative meditation. You can't rest, not no resignation. You have to tough up yourself in the Gideon. Warrior, we now. Just don't give up. No matter where you go through, and it's no if I tell you. From your weakness you must lose. Just don't give up. From your weak and the sky blue, and you see sun shine through. Just go and make the next move. Don't give up. This your life is a journey. Some roads straight, some of them curvy. Sometimes it feels topsy-turvy. Work every year, you must get weary. I may know say it must feel scary. If you try your best and the thing still shaky, you want quit and give up like Katie before you do not know you. Don't give up. No matter where you go through, and it's no if I tell you. From your weak then you must lose. Just don't give up. From your weak and the sky blue, and you see sun shine through. Just go and make the next move. Don't give up. Every day that the sun rises, another day night. So just get your mind right. Yo, I know you worry about the tough times, patchy rough times. Focus on your mind. Said, cause anything that you make fun that you are gonna get done in case you never know what's away. Said, so just make up a life plan. Make sure your mind's strong and every day to that you make. Just don't give up. No matter where you go through, and it's no if I tell you. From your weak then you must lose. Just don't give up. From your weak and the sky blue, and you see sun shine through. Just go and make the next move. Don't give up. No matter where you go through, and it's no if I tell you. From your weak then you must lose. Just don't give up. From your weak and the sky blue, and you see sun shine through. Just go and make the next move.
Yeah, all right.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Yeah, all right. I sort of believe him. um. Anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying? Well, I was talking about your form language. The ideas for the shapes that you have in mind, in heart, in hand. When you go to draw a hand, if you have drawn hands from life, if you have drawn feet from life, if you have drawn legs from life, then what's available to you when you go to make a leg or a foot or a torso or something like that is you have what that actually looks like in mind, and you can use that as part of the language that you say a form with. But if you always only have copying somebody else's form language, and don't mishear me, copying other people's art is really, really important. But if all you only have is someone else's form language, then your art will always only look like their form language. You'll look like them. So just try to be honest. And weird stuff will happen. True stuff will happen. Nice weird stuff will happen. I think maybe this is purple up here. I don't know. Can I get? I don't know. What is this? I tried. That's too dark. That's just too dark. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. That's give me that paper towel. That's right. Start in an area where it doesn't matter. Sometimes that works and sometimes that doesn't work very good. That's all right. How about this? I believe that a little better. That's better. Yeah. That's not bad either. All right. Right. I don't want much of him to be that purple color because I'm not really into that color. Not really. I want some more rusty kind of a tone in here. I think I like this better. That's better. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe. Let's see. Right, like this. Yeah, that's happening. I like with watercolor, you can just sort of slop it down. I like that. I like the sloppiness of watercolor a lot. I'm trying not to destroy all of my whites. Yeah, something like this down here. Yeah, that's good. I believe this dude. He's battle ready. Something about him. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, sure. Repeat with variation. Get down here, get his legs. That probably means his feet are some kind of that color. I don't know. I'm making it up, as you know. One of the things I thought we'd talk about this evening that I didn't talk about this evening was, hey, for those of you who are in Muncie, if you listen to the Good Girl Gone Boss podcast with Matt Howell and Angie Howell, I was on there today. Bum, bum, bum. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, so what? Yep, that's right. So what? It's a new day, and I got more work to do, so. Yeah, that's not horrible. I got to do something in here. I'm not sure what yet, but that's all right. Something. Maybe some yellow in here. Maybe. This is a little watercolor set. It's a travel set. You can take color with you. It's really easy to take loads of color with you. And it's sort of like little markers. You can just have any color you want. Cool. It just now looks like he wears a little diaper. Just a little yellow diaper. Bum, 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 bum. It's his robot diaper. I don't know what that happens really. Anyway. Gold, sure. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Sure, I believe all of this. I think maybe he could use a little bit of background color. Some background color. Can I get you anything? Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. My goodness. Boys and girls. We've been together 40 minutes already. How's that possible? I don't know, but it is. How's some of this? Spango. Pa-pow. Yeah, all right. Sort of a nice masking tape color. Yeah. Kristen D'Souza says, tribal robot, I love it. Easel Monster is familiar with the ant word. Actually, yes. Somebody said the ant word, and I just want to say this. I think you freaky, and I like you a lot. That's all I got to say about that. You heard me. Yeah, all right. It's Paint by Monster. It's loads of fun. Man, what a weird thing is this I walked into? It's a great question. You come on a good night. They're all good nights, actually. Wow, I just smeared that real bad. That's all right. That won't hurt anything. Just won't hurt anything. That's pretty nice. It needs erased. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe some a little more dark right down here. Yeah, okay. I believe that. Sure. That was kind of helpful, I think, to make that whole thing hang together. Bum, 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 bum. All right. So I think maybe this should be erased here. See, we destroy things with our impatience. See what I just did? That's all right. It won't hurt anything. We'll let that dry. We've got 15 minutes. Wonder what I can do up here. So the human figure. I don't know if I could do a human figure laid down. I don't know. Let's see. What would that be like? I don't know. If this person had if their head was here, like that. I don't know. That can't be right. I don't want to do that. I'm not drawing a head. I'll draw something else. Focus, camera, focus. Hey, matter of fact, turn the music down just a little bit, would you? Schreier household, and for those of you who have decided that you yourselves are going to get yourself a little inking brush and some ink and start playing around with what it feels like to ink down. Instead of using a static line, you'll start using a brush to put some lines down. I highly encourage you to do this. And doodling around like I'm doing here. I don't really have an idea of what I'm doing. I'm just sort of noodling and seeing how, like right now, how thin can I make this line coming off this brush? I'm playing with that. What happens if I push it? All of those sorts of things. Play around with the brush. See where you get to. See where you get to. You don't know. That's right. I'm not happy with that one shape. It's not a good shape. Yeah, alright. Somebody in the audience, somebody mentioned, Barb Craycraft Maxwell is watching. Welcome, glad you're here. Somebody in the audience mentioned D. Antwoord just a few minutes ago, and one of the things I appreciate about Ninja in D. Antwoord is that he spent some time studying the drawings of the mentally ill, and he was using that sort of form language in some of the things that he was coming up with. I just think they're genius funny, very, very funny. Mark Brownfield says, do you use a good brush like Spalding? I use a good brush like Winsor Newton. Winsor Newton. I don't know what this thing is back here. It doesn't matter what this thing is. I know. This will be... This will be an elephant with his trunk caught in a seashell. Up here. Oh no, this elephant. Oh no, let me go. Oh no. That'll work. That'll work. Nice, okay. Yeah, all right. No idea. And something like this. Yeah, drop it. Yeah. Yeah, all right. We'll let that dry too. No idea what that is. I think maybe this is an elephant coming out of a wormhole getting sucked into a seashell. Maybe. Just like the final countdown, this elephant was, the USS Nimitz, something happened. I don't know what happened. This elephant is going through it's pretty scary, whatever he's going through. I don't know what that is really. It doesn't matter what that is. It's fun though. I'm practicing with the brush. I love inking with a brush. The bounce you get off of this thing, oh man, it's so cool. You can do little things with these brushes. Let me get a patch of black in here. Yeah, all right. I don't know that needed that, but that's all right. Let's see. What else? Come on. I'm sure. Figure drawing. You're looking at the human figure. A lot of times in art school, they'll do these quick drawings. Danielle says, we are the elephant. Elephant self-medicating, says Chris D'Souza. It could be. It could be. Anyway, a lot of times in art school, that what they do, they will have you do 15-second drawings. And usually in a 15-second drawing, you are really lucky if you get something down that is the equivalent of, I got the position of the head, I got the main action of the body line, and I might have got of the shoulder, and I might have got some kind of an idea of how the side wall of the body goes. Maybe. Then you'll move into like 4-minute drawings where you can get a lot of information down in 4 minutes, really. Doesn't take long, really. Also, the guys who, when you start figure drawing, you need to start looking that the sides of the figure that are away from the light, you start understanding the pattern breaks in the figures and where the lights are and things. You start seeing them. And you start seeing where the stuff is hooked together. I think you start seeing that. I don't know. What do I know? All these things, I mean, there's muscle groups inside of all this that you start learning to look for. But, as I have said, boys and girls, the really important thing is the acting. That's what's really important. Acting in your drawings is usually a lot more important. I think it is. My goodness. Can you believe this? 14 of you are watching. Patrick Fish, that's the robot from Lost in Space. The robot from Lost in Space. Give me the tight shot, MacVac. Patrick Fish wants the robot from Lost in Space. Bum 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 bum. Like this. He had some of this, some of this, some of this, some of this. He had some of this like this. He had this thing coming down here like this. Like this. This is where the light up happened. And up here, this was where, that was where all his thinking space was. Something like that. There he is. Bum, bum, bum. Who wants to raise their hands in the air? This robot right here, he does. Yeah. Sure. I hope you're putting some time down, Range. Drawing some stuff, making some stuff. I know many of you are. Mark Brownfield's in the audience this evening. He's making music like Dr. Zeuxis. Dr. Zeuxis. Yeah, everybody put your hands in the air. And some of this. Some of this. Come on. Zeuxis. It's Paint by Monster. It's 6 days a week. It's a puppet show. It's a podcast. It's an art show. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. Yes, you do. You're going to show up It's going to be a little party. It's going to be really fun. That weirdo monster is going to talk to you with this giant cat. With this giant cat, Commander Penny. Commander Penny. What do you think about fighting this thing later on, maybe down in the danger room? You into that? We can program the system. It'll give us one of these. Are you interested? No? Well. How about if I tie little fur things all over him and then turn him up to about 3 times the speed? And he'll just all over the place, furry. You gonna chase him around? Well, all right. Boys and girls, this has been Paint by Monster with me, your host, Diesel Monster. It's a 6-day-a-week art chat, art visit podcast about art and cartooning, and some days I'll tell you stuff that matters. Some days I'm not going to tell you anything that matters at all. Thanks for everybody who's being here with me on all of these visits. I love every one of you. I love that you're showing up. It's really cool. Oh, come on, really? You're going to stick on me again, huh? There you go. We don't just play basketball, man. We make art, man. That's what's happening. We're making art. Bum, bum, bum. Scotty Schreier says your catnip budget must be astronomical. Brother, the worst of it is cleaning the cat box. It takes a backhoe. Someday I'll show you the footage. Go make some art, everybody. Make a drawing or a painting. Go make something entertaining. Hurry up. Get in there. I know you all are. Everybody's making art. Thank you for your recent gifts. The Sousa household, I still am not quite over this. I'm limping still because that hit me in the leg so hard with your love in that little box. Man, crumpled me up on the floor, just like Zeuxis. Now I can make that joke, see? Now I can make a reference joke. Paint by Monster is made by one monster sitting in a tiny upstairs bedroom studio smack downtown in Muncie, Indiana. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Go make some art. I will catch you on the flippity flops next time. We got 4 more minutes. I'm not going anywhere. We got 4 minutes. Come on. 4 more minutes. I'm not giving the audience the leave to go. That's like mean. What do you want to do? Cut their time short with you. Don't be that kind of a monster. Come on. It's the party's happening right here on Paint by. What are you doing later? What are you drinking later? I know what I'm drinking later. I'm going to ask Mrs. Monster. Mrs. Monster, can I please can I get into the gin this evening, Mrs. Monster? You know what? Mrs. Monster doesn't care if I get into the gin at all. She doesn't care. She doesn't care at all. So it'll be, hang on. It'll be like this. It'll be like this. He'll be holding this like this, like this, like this. He's holding this here, like this, like this, and like this. Hey, robot, would you like to try some gin? And the robot says, no, thank you. More for me. How about that? Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. I love you all. Thanks so much for being with me on Tuesday, June the 16th. Wow. Can you believe the year's almost half over already? Can you believe that? It's amazing. Hard to believe. Tonight, we talked about figure drawing a little bit. We'll talk about figure drawing some more. I showed you the work of Frank Frazetta this evening. We looked at that. Frank Frazetta, who was a fantasy artist back in the... He's gone now, but we looked at this guy. We looked at some of his work. I drew this robot for you. I drew this elephant getting sucked out of a wormhole. One of these days, boys and girls, we're going to the beach. One of these days soon. It's a beach party on Paint by Monster because I'm working on it. We're going to just stay. I'm taking this ship up, and I'm going to bring it back down in the Atlantic Ocean. And we're just going to float there in the Atlantic Ocean and drink our drinks and make our art and talk to each other. I love you, Mrs. Monster. You don't even know. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. The clock on the wall says it's almost time to go. Yeah. We're just going to sit there. Yes, Mickle Yance, the Paint by Monster cruise. That's what's going to be. It's going to be starlight, candlelight, but not light beer. I'm not into that stuff. Give me the real stuff. Not beer. I don't want beer. I don't even... Gin, maybe. Boys and girls, Mrs. Monster says be careful of being an alcoholic, and that's good advice. All right. Yeah, that's right. I know it. It's so nice being with you. I don't want to leave either. You hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. That's right. I love all of you. See you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Be with me, 8 o'clock. Paint by Monster, 8 o'clock. Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock, Saturday mornings. Don't miss it. Call your friends. Tell your friends. Listen, I'm serious about this. Commander Penny, get back in here. I'm getting the show figured out. People are asking how I'm doing stuff. It's working. Tell everybody. Tell everybody. See you later. Bye ya. See ya.